William never thought much about getting married until he was 19 years old. He was working as a reindeer herder out on the land, and one day he started thinking how nice it would be to have a woman to share his life with. Later that day, over tea and bannock with friends, he was asked to bless the food before they ate. So he began praying out loud, but instead of blessing the food, he said, "God, give me a wife." As he finished praying, a plane touched down to drop off supplies. The pilot was a friend of his, so William went to greet him. He told William that he had heard his prayer for a wife and wanted to bring him to Aklavik to meet a girl he knew there, so William went along with him. As they were flying, William remembered a picture his mother had given him a while ago. In the photo was a young woman, and he had tucked the picture into the pages of his Bible for safekeeping. He pulled out the photograph and showed the pilot. "Is this the girl?" William asked. The pilot said, "Yes." When William met Eva, he knew right away he was going to marry her. They didn't know when they'd be able to see each other next, but they didn't want to lose each other, so 3 days later, they were married. Since then, they've had 10 kids and have lived in many communities all over the north. Times were tough throughout the years, but they know that without God, their marriage would have been really awful. William and Eva have been married for 59 years. During their time together, they have learned some important rules to maintain their healthy relationship. Respect one another. Don't judge each other. Don't hurt each other. Most importantly, pray about everything. When you're having trouble with something and you're not sure how to deal with it, ask for guidance. Sometimes negative thoughts in our heads keep us awake at night, and if they stay in our heads, they can cause terrible, long-lasting effects. That's how arguments start. But arguing won't solve anything. So find someone to talk with and share your troubles. If you don't, your friendships and your marriage are going to be in trouble. Eva is 78 years old and William is 81. Their belief is to live one day at a time, so today they are both 1 day old. What they would like to pass on to others is that when it feels as though a relationship in your life is falling apart, seek out what gives you spiritual inner strength. Look up to a role model. Join in fellowship with your husband, wife, children, grandchildren, friends, neighbors, and even your enemies. Believe, and you will find your way.
Your glasses is okay?
Yeah.
So, Eskimo kiss?